Today we're going to talk about the disruption of NFTs in the ticket industry. Football games or sports games, concert tickets, opera, it doesn't matter. If it has a ticket, it's going to be on an NFT, and we're going to see just the very beginning of a very big company partnering up and getting into that metaverse world of NFTs. That article and more on OG Crypto and NFTs. Welcome everybody. My name is Troy, and Monday through Saturday we give you the latest news in digital assets and NFTs. Now, before we jump into this, I want to grow this YouTube, channel. Let's hit that subscribe button. Let's get the subscribers up, and then do me a favor, hit that like button. I want to get as many people watching this as possible. I'm going to give you the best 5 minutes in crypto on a daily basis. Let's jump into it. Coinbase has come out, and they're talking about an article here on Ticketmaster partners with blockchain firm Dapper Labs to issue NFTs for live events. Now, I've talked about this now 3 or 4 months ago. This was inevitable. Instead of having scalpers or having duplicate tickets, I mean, I know some of you out there, gets pulled out of their seats. Hey, I have the same ticket. Two identical tickets. One was forged, one's real. This will kind of end that because it's on the blockchain itself. Now, what happens here? Ticketmaster then takes your ticket and they make it an NFT. Now, in all reality, that is almost a free event. Now, going through their system might cost a few bucks, but this should be saving people money, significantly saving people money. It goes right into your wallet. Now, I did this already. I received some Ticketmaster tickets. I had an NFT. I have a wallet, on Ticketmaster. It went into my wallet, and from there I could transfer it. Let's say to StubHub and sell the tickets on StubHub. I could sell again on the Ticketmaster site, or I can then transfer those tickets to a buddy or a friend, or I can then use them at the actual game, and I can show my NFT, and that will be authentication. So I kind of like that. This was going to be the disruption that was going to happen in this industry. I'm glad to see that it's just begun. Next article here says FTX CEO, and this is Sam Bankman-Fried, says crypto bailouts have mixed results. The CEO of crypto exchange FTX speaks about his deal-making spree on David Rubenstein's peer-to-peer conversations. Now, that back 3 or 4 months ago, he started negotiating with several really distressed companies that were doing quite a lot of yield farming. I call it yield farming platforms, with Voyager and Celsius and then BlockFi. And so he was trying to buy them at a discount. Now, some of them were pretty resistant. I know initially it was reported that he actually went and talked to Voyager, and Voyager turned down his offer. Then he talked to BlockFi, and it looked like he had made the deal and pulled out BlockFi, and all their investors, and is making them whole. But he bought it at a significant discount. And then Celsius has sat there, and they couldn't put a deal together. They thought something can go together real quick. Voyager and Celsius end up going into bankruptcy as well. In reverse, BlockFi is now still solvent and has been funded by Alameda Research, I believe it is, and they've put a lot of money. That's Sam Bankman-Fried's VC firm, and they've kind of infused money in it. So we're seeing quite a lot going on here. I think that since the crypto market is down, it's hurt everyone. I think that Sam Bankman-Fried might have thought that crypto market would bounce back. I bought it at a discount. I'll make a ton of money. But as long as crypto is down, it's not looking as great of a deal as it was when he first purchased it. Next article here, it says Opensea adds Polygon support to expand features, accepts Matic. About time. Now, I know a lot of you out there are saying, well, yeah, I can go in my MetaMask wallet, and then I can put the Matic or Polygon chain on it, and I can buy off of that. Well, a lot of people don't know how to do it. Now, you could Google it and figure it out, but I know I Googled it, figured it out, and I still had a lot of problems purchasing NFTs off of Opensea. In fact, I lost 5, 10 Polygon here or there, trying on a couple of times. That isn't good. I hope that they've kind of, you know, figured this all out. Now let's go read below. It says the top NFT marketplace expands its Seaport implementation to support Polygon and a host of new features from its popular sidechain. So hopefully this can happen. I know that, you know, Ethereum is just high in gas fees. You know, I know a lot of people are excited about Ethereum 2.0. I'm not that excited about it. I think it's more of a crypto event than it is anything to do in the world event. You know, but it's nice to see that Opensea has to open their doors, intended, take some Solana NFTs now, taking Polygon NFTs, need to do that right now, especially. This is when you need to make your system as efficient as possible when there's the least amount of traffic over your network. Next article here, and this is actually, I'm going to bring in my I'll call her now not my producer, she's becoming my co-host, Emmy, and she's like the Snapchat queen sometimes, I guess. Emmy, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Troy?
I am doing fantastic. The next two articles you put up for me, and I said, hey, you know what? You are, if this is all you, right? All you. And she's laughing for a reason. We're going to see the second article here.
Yeah, okay, so Snapchat is laying off more than staffers. Headcount.
Okay.
I guess it's having to do with structuring a lot of things, like basically parts of the app that no one's already dying. App back in.
What's happened to it?
It just kind of fell off. I think it's an app, and if you're not familiar with the concept,
right,
like that, or one.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of just out of the trend.
Okay.
Trends are a beast. Up with that.
Right, and you know that because you've been in on calls about, you know.
Yes, our social media virality calls are insane.
So I mean, the little I know about Snapchat was, these guys and girls would throw up something that wasn't appropriate, right?
Usually it was sexual in nature when the app first became popular, correct?
Right. I think that they kind of, try to cut that down because that wasn't what the effect or what their idea of the app was going to be.
I don't think they intended the is to be for nudie pics.
Yeah.
So they kind of tried to pivot and they added like games. They added other stuff to the platform that doesn't. So now they're cutting those offers.
So where do you see this at? If I were to go out there right now and say, hey, I'm looking for an application very similar to Snapchat, or what's the trendy social media, application right now?
I guess it would be TikTok. I really feel like TikTok is dominating everything.
Okay.
If you're my age, you're probably a lot more.
Okay.
I feel like it's like you would give a different answer to what you're doing.
Okay.
Which is
well, you just led to another question. Is your
I'm in my early 30s. I'm in my early 30s. What do you want?
Her birthday was last week, and she had a knockout drag out party on Saturday. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it. I went to a concert, but it sounded like something that was fun. I in there.
It was really
yeah. So now she can admit that she's in her early.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So I know that as a millennial generation, are you a millennial?
I am technically.
Technically a millennial.
Yeah.
But
I'm an elder millennial.
Elder millennial. I'm gonna have to go over what that elder millennial definition is.
I'd be really happy to bring it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump into the next article, which I know you're really excited to talk about.
I am. Let's show them real quick.
All I know is I don't know what this XXX thing is. I have no clue. I'm bringing my co-host at this point, Emmy in on it. Emmy, tell us about the triple X.
Okay, so here it says on CoinDesk how to pay for. And if you.
Well, let's start with that. Okay. So if you want to be discreet, isn't this the way to be discreet?
Definitely. It seems have always had a slight issue.
Right. So have you ever paid for illicit industries on your credit card? Okay. You don't want? Is it because you don't want the trail?
Yeah.
Okay, so we know that if you were to get a MetaMask wallet, right?
Yep.
MetaMask, when you go get the wallet, it doesn't ask you your name, your social.
Nothing.
It's it's almost like having some type of crypto bank account without
secret
right.
account,
It's
yeah.
discreet. It's called discreet.
Yeah.
So
It sure is very.
yes. So with that being said, this seems to be something that people would use, right? So
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, so it's really interesting. I'm actually gonna pop them back. It's really interesting because it's a big story, right? And a number of projects have begun cropping up across the industry, allows adult content creators and big crypto. There's a specific company. It's called NFTs. They host an online magazine to help onboard product artists. Notably, NFTs lets artists from NFT sales up to 4 collaborators. So I think this is really interesting. A lot of people who are only have like a lot of those profits get
right.
So it seems like certain companies are trying to get a foothold in the space by bringing product.
So if I were to go one step further and discuss this, if and maybe in another life I was an erotic dancer.
Okay.
Yep. And I wanted to make NFTs, right? And I wanted it to off my body. I wanted to make money off of it, but I didn't want to go to a photo shoot and the photographer owns a piece of it, and the pie is getting cut up. I would make I can make the content myself off my computer, right? And then I can turn around and go to this platform, and then I can sell off the platform with a nominal fee, and not have all the grabbing hands that are trying to make money off me.
Exactly. Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be way for erotic artists.
There you go. Just like it's disrupting the music industry right now. Where they're just I'm cutting out agents, I'm cutting out the record labels, I'm cutting all this out. I'm simply just posting it on sites. And I think it's Audius is one of them. Gala Music is another one. I know Snoop Dogg is really big in Gala game or Gala Music. And he's bringing more and more artists to that platform. But they're not having to have all these hands involved, where you're only making the artists end up making 10 or 12% at the end. They're making the 80%, right? Or in some instances, the platforms there just use it, right? And then 1 or 2% was the platform that money off sales.
So one person that kind of comes to mind for all of this is actually
No, I'm not.
So she's basically like she was and then she rapper's girl.
Okay.
So recently I saw she has an OnlyFans. No, I'm sorry, it's not an OnlyFans. It's the Playboy Centerfold.
Yes.
So it's kind of like an OnlyFans, but for that is have to be approved.
Okay.
And she also did a song recently go out. And so I think of someone like her, right? She could take an image of herself with her song and create some sort of NFT. Go to some sort of NFT type company
platform,
make a grip of money and don't
and then if she wanted to, boyfriend A, B, or C, right, whatever it is, I mean, they could take, just like they do on just regular NFTs, you can just take and put some type of effect, different effects, and next you're making 500 to 1,000 of these NFTs, different effects and different looks, for the same album, the same song, and and turn around and you sell them for whatever the market can take. I mean, you can make probably $50,000, $30,000, whatever. You make that, and all of a sudden now you start doing that on your next song, your next boyfriend, your next venture, if I want to call it.
It's like how Taylor Swift does her albums, but
I'm not sure if that
I don't know if you get the cultural reference, but that's okay.
I don't.
That's okay.
I don't remember seeing Amber Rose, and I don't really listen to
Taylor Swift. Okay, but anyway, so to round it all back up, this week, very recently we spoke on how to
Yes.
Now we're talking about how to.
She is trying to get our channel banned. There's no question about it. But if you want to know how to sell drugs online and you want to get strippers NFTs, this is the place to come every single time. Guys, thank you for joining us today. Thank you very much again, Emmy. And you guys, if you have any comments, leave below. If you have any pictures or NFTs, leave them below as well. We'll rate them as well, okay? You guys take care. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys. Thank you.